FTW Broadcasting here for the win. Welcome back. We're bringing you hot StarCraft 2 action today. We brought it to you last time. We're bringing it to you again. My name is Awall, and joining me, as always, is my boy Danny. We are a proud partner with the UEN.com, and the map you're looking at right now, the legendary Lost Temple. Looks like there's some kind of pausing going on here at the beginning of this game. Anyway, we're looking at my pick here on the right-hand side of the map, Direstrait. This is the person that submitted this replay to us. This is from the North American Amateur Star League. He is playing as the Red Zerg, and I'm going to move up to his opponent in the top of the map here, playing as the Purple Terran, is Ayamis, and he is a 1850 diamond level player. So both of these guys are great players. So this should be a great match.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this match here. I've never heard of either of these players. Obviously, I'm going for Ayamis here because he is the Terran, and obviously that makes him the superior player. I see you. He sees the Overlord there. Generally, you can. These guys are. I like these guys already. They're having a little fun in the chat box there. And what Direstrait was trying to do is, if you're very careful with your Overlord, you can actually move it in, see your opponent's base before, and they can't necessarily see your Overlord when it happens, so you get the information of seeing them there without them knowing you saw them. And also in a situation like this, having seen that Overlord so quickly, he now knows exactly where, his opponent is. And he also has this SCV here just kind of hanging out and watching what's going on. So that's nice of him, not getting off of work there. Oh, here comes that drone. It's going to ruin the fun, though. So now we get that hot worker on worker action. I don't think he's paying attention to his SCV. He's just kind of running away, getting that one poke. Okay, there he goes. He's got control of it now. Thrusters to fool. Get on out of there. No, get out. Oh, he takes him home at the top and calls his opponent a meanie. And I like that. That's going to be the... Oh, that's it. They didn't really... Well, I like seeing that SCV die like that. No reason for that. And meanwhile, you see Direstrait's got his early expansion up and running. And meanwhile, Ayamis has got a very nice wall off here. Very standard-looking wall off against a Zerg player. You got to watch out for that nasty Zerg rush. And we completely missed it. Direstrait stole the gas here. That's just being obnoxious.
It sure is. I loved it. His drone was running around all over the base, and as soon as he got down to super low health, went ahead and popped on the extractor there at the last minute, Matrix style, dodging death. Looks like he's going to die anyway, but he's going to die in the form of Vespian extractor. And I love when the Marines shoot extractors. I'm zooming in here. You see the blood popping up in random spots. I love the little animation details in StarCraft 2. And this expansion's already up and running here, and I really like to see that from Direstrait. I don't think correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see a command center being built anywhere from Ayamis, so he's going to need to go ahead, bust out some early units and put the aggression on here, or he's going to start falling behind.
Yeah, he's going to need to do a little something. I don't think he's on complete pressure just yet. You only see two drones here. He hasn't really saturated that yet, so he's not on the clock, so to speak. Obviously, Zerg needs to favors that heavy macro play. A Terran can get away with it, holding off on that expansion because of mules and just generally just the way Terrans work. We have now a Hellion coming out. Hellion's a great unit to go out there and do some harass. They roast up drones with the best of them, without speedlings, you really can't get a hold of them. And we have not seen the the speedling upgrade come out, so we do see some Zerglings finally popping out. So they will be in there, and they will try to deal with that Hellion, but they will not. They will have a really rough time if Ionis does some really solid micro with it. Meanwhile, the drone tried to go and take a peek at what was going on in the base. He could not get through the wall. Did he see anything? He saw the factory, though, based on the position, so no surprise there that the Terran is putting out a factory. I'm surprised we have not seen a starport coming out for him here. Looks like he's going to stick with Hellions and Marines here for his build. A solid choice. We see the Baneling nest going down, which is when you see a Terran wall off, just pop out some Banelings, because Banelings will just, especially a wall off like this, Banelings will just tear up these supply depots and give you a nice hole, no problem.
Oh yeah, I love to see that. I don't know if we'll see 130 banelings like we saw in a replay we did a while ago, but some banelings, just having some bowling balls of doom in the game keeps things very interesting. 2 spine crawlers, a queen, and a bunch of zerglings up in the front of this base for Direstrait. He's nice and well reinforced here. I'm sorry, 14 zerglings. So he's now starting to saturate this expansion, and I'm really going to be curious to see how far ahead that is going to propel him in economy. Right now, he's slightly ahead on minerals, and he'll probably steadily pull away here as we move in the next 3 or 4 minutes of this game. And I'm really curious to see. I mean, Ayamis is really racking up a huge army here. He's got 2 Marauders, just a boatload of Marines, 4 Hellions here as well, and he's moving across the map. He senses his opponent's weakness, which is actually a really good idea for him to press his luck right now. Those Hellions are going to roasty-toasty up everything on the ground here, and hopefully Direstrait will have the micro that he needs to really hold off this superior army rolling in.
Right, we got something interesting going on, because here comes the army, but most of Direstrait's ITES units are loaded up in that Nidus network. So, and you see the Nidus worm popping up in the back of Ionis' base. As Ionis moves in on those spine crawlers, his army's getting a little tore up from these spine crawlers. He takes both of them down, so he's moving in on this expansion, taking over. Meanwhile, there's a stream of units from Direstrait into, or actually it's just a couple of zerglings. I thought he would send more through. It looks like he pulled back for reinforcements. He's just tearing up. Here come those banelings. Boom! Oh, that is devastating to those Marines. A couple Marauders are left, and the Hellions are left over. Meanwhile, the Zerglings are tearing up Direstrait's mineral line. Look at this queen. He's put a queen in here to drop creep tumors. So that's very, very interesting. Trying to basically infest Ionis' base, and meanwhile, Direstrait ends up pulling his units off the line to finally deal with the rest of those Hellions and Marauders. So really interesting situation here, kind of the double attack. Let's take a look at the units lost tab. 41 to 33, 1600 to 1200. So look at this queen of Direstrait just basically running around in Ionis' base. This is crazy.
God, this queen is awesome. It's attacking SCVs. It's pooping all over the place and creating that creep network. I love this. This is great play by Direstrait. That Nidus network. Oh, here come all the Zerglings. They're popping out of that Nidus network. And oh my gosh, the economy is completely halted from Ayamis. Meanwhile, 2 bases worth of economy are being mined for Direstrait. He's really in a bad position. A Thor gets in the game, though. That Thor is going to make a huge difference here, as he's going to be able to just blast that queen to death here. Oh, the queen explodes. The scan going down, allowing them to take out all of these creep tumors. All the while, though, he was not mining. He was not mining, and here we have more Zerglings coming out. By the way, Zerglings, a great counter to Thors. If they can get the surround in on this Thor is going to be in bad shape. I don't think there were enough Zerglings here, though, to really make that effective. And really some cracklings would have been effective. Now this Nidus worm is going to go down. And so the economy is getting back up and running now for Ayamis. Taking a look at that income tab. Right now, though, Direstrait at 1,100 on minerals and 200 on gas, whereas Ayamis is only at 400 on minerals and 100 on gas. And take a look at that harvester disparity as well. You know, your pick is looking like he's in rough shape, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really, really effective tag. I have not actually seen that before. I mean, there's a lot I haven't seen, so that's maybe that's more common than you think. But that queen just dropping those creep tumors, using the creep to just move around super fast, just taking out those SCVs, just tearing them up. It was mostly it was extra effective because Ayamis lost a lot of his units in his initial push, so it was kind of a little bit of luck on the timing there, and just a nice strategy. It was just fun to watch.
God, it was fun to watch. I
bowling
loved it.
balls of death, Baneling bust,
bowling balls of doom. Oh, perfect timing on that too. As they were dealing with creep tumors, those Banelings just came walking in through the front. The Banelings are heading straight towards the mineral line. Oh no, are they gonna kill everything? Go! Oh! Oh my god, the Banelings are chasing him down. It's like a cartoon. Oh god, getting in here. Oh, taking everything out. Unbelievable. Everything died. Everything died. Oh my gosh. Those Banelings were used to like their 100% effectiveness. If only those Thors and Marines were at the front door, they could have blasted some of them down to prevent some of that doom. That was absolutely sick. I felt like I was watching a hilarious cartoon as those Banelings were chasing everything down. I mean, the Jedis felt that one, Danny. So much death occurred.
Yeah, absolutely. We look at. I hate to see, my pick only has 8 Armisters right now. He's just trying to pump those up. He says apparently I can't micro today. He's feeling a little bad for himself.